update for the storm. We have the storm going on. It's ongoing right now. Let's take a look at some of the footage that I have outside here. You can see this is a picture taken this afternoon when I took a picture with my Canon T3i Rebel camera. This is the rain gauge that I have, the whole ISS unit, the Davis Vanish Pro 2, and you can see it has, take my word for it, inside it's got a heated rain gauge and it, a heater, so I'm melting the snow as it falls into the rain gauge to get the liquid equivalent. I'm also measuring snowfall totals, and at this almost 7 o'clock here hour, I have almost 5 inches of snow already. It is snowing approximately 1 to 1.5 inches an hour now. And let's take a look at some of the footage outside this evening, outside our studios, MeteoMark studios. We have a lot of snow-covered roads here. You can see the roads are very snow-packed, very packed with snow here, and the snow is continuing to get heavier. You can see the snow underneath the streetlights here, and it's only going to continue to intensify through the night here. So let's get into some of the particulars here. We have the surface map here. Low pressure is now developed a little bit further south than expected over North Carolina. This is going to continue to slide to the north. You can see in the pink here, this is where we have all the winter storm warnings continuing throughout most of Pittsburgh, just around east of Cleveland, up towards Erie, Warren, Buffalo, heading over towards Montreal, and over towards Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts. Most of it's under winter storm warning except Boston itself, where it'll stay mostly rain. Connecticut, winter weather advisories down through New York. Harrisburg, York, Lancaster, winter weather advisories for anywhere, probably up to possibly 6 inches in a lot of places, and continuing down towards West Virginia here. Let's take a look at snowfall totals we're expecting out of this storm. I haven't changed this much. The general 12-inch plus 12 to 18 inches, mainly across this stripe, extending from Maine all the way down through upstate New York, including Binghamton, Syracuse, up through Bradford, possibly Warren. 6 to 12 inches here back in the Ohio Valley, up through most of central PA. Some of northwestern New Jersey here could get into the 6 to 12, heading up towards just northwest of Boston, Worcester, New Hampshire, Concord, up through Lebanon, and these areas up to Burlington, possibly 6 to 12, and extending up towards Maine here. This is where, and anything south of that, we'll see 3 to 6 inches across Philadelphia, extending up towards Rhode Island, and a mixture, sleet and freezing rain will mix in to a lot of these border counties that border the snow, the sleet, the ice, and the rain further south and east. Even some snow getting into the nation's capital here. Winter weather advisory has been issued. So that's what we have for the snow totals. Let's take a look at the North Atlantic Oscillation Index. It's gone positive. You're probably scratching your head if you know what the North Atlantic Oscillation is. It has a lot to do with how bad the winter storms are going to be if there's a blocking pattern. It's positive. Usually during a storm like this it's negative, so it's not always clear cut on what the NAO comparing to a winter storm. You don't have to have a very negative NAO to have a very strong winter storm such as this. Let's take a look at liquid precipitation across the East Coast. You see 1 to 2 inches liquid equivalent up here in the Northeast and in the Pacific Northwest. I don't want to leave them out. You got a system moving in here with possible 1 to 2 inch rainfall amounts, Northern California up through Oregon and Washington. So that pretty much does it for the winter weather. We're going to have possibly another system slide up the East Coast, but we're going to hold off on that now until we get through this storm. And this storm will continue to head on off towards the northeast. If you have any snowfall totals, send them to me. I'm really interested in seeing just how much snow we get out of this. Right now, as I said, we have 5 inches. I'm meteorologist Mark Muller. Like us on Facebook at MeteoMark. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Here's a 4-day forecast for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Elmira and the northern tier counties of Pennsylvania. Oh, and one more quick update I want to put in here. Are we expecting sleet? Where are we expecting the sleet? We could have sleet mix in here in the Wyoming Valley, Pennsylvania, up to the Catskills, and extending down towards the Hudson Valley, over towards just southeast of 476. We might have a brief period of sleet mix over here in Binghamton, maybe as far west as State College, but I'm expecting sleet accumulations to be kept at a minimum, especially west of Interstate 81. East of I-81, that'll be a different story. You'll mix more with sleet, and that'll cut down some of the total snow accumulations, but like I says, the snow accumulations on this map are looking fairly solid and healthy. And if we take a look at the 500 millibar pattern, this storm is really winding up, and most models are pretty much unanimously in agreement now of taking the storm right up the coast and hugging it. I'm meteorologist Mark Molnar. Like us on Facebook. And once again, here's a 4-day forecast for my hometown viewers in Binghamton, New York.